Hey everybody, welcome to Freeway Films, where I talk about movies on the way to my real job. Which, by the way, used to have a company slogan for employee morale of Technovation. And they made it very clear that putting two mildly big words together means positive employee morale and low turnover. I'm your host, Steve. On today's episode, Inception. Why are we not talking about this movie? Yes, it's been about 10 years. Yes, Christopher Nolan has made other movies since then. Yes, they have all been great movies. But Inception is perfection. You know those ideas where you're kind of like, man, why didn't I think of that? And you know, dreams within dreams feels like something we've all talked about before, but somehow Christopher Nolan managed to put that on the screen, and it was the most original idea anyone's ever had, ever. I was captivated from beginning to end. I did not even realize that the movie had been over. When it was over, I was like, oh my gosh, that movie was 2 hours, 2.5 hours? What? And even now, almost a decade later, I still put it in and I'm like, can't stop watching every single time. And in terms of perfection, it definitely gives Black Panther a run for its money. So I try not to say things are perfect. I really try not. I don't believe perfection is possible unless you're Inception or Black Panther. You know, I guess the one bad thing is that a lot of people are frustrated with the ending. And I appreciate, and I kind of agree sort of, but I appreciate, you know, the effort to give us an ending that we can interpret on our own, cause conversation, but also, why even spin the top? All it did was raise questions about what we had just seen. Yes, Cobb got to his kids. He's so happy. But now we're always going to second guess what we saw. And I suppose that's kind of one of the themes of the movie. You know, what is reality? Who's to say what reality is? And the fact that we kind of question the reality of what the movie is at the end is kind of the theme, the point of the film. But also, why even spin the top, man? So I went on a 2-year mission, and when I came back, Inception was the first movie I had seen after not seeing a movie in theaters for 2 years. And I thought, oh my gosh, what have I been missing for 2 years? If this is the caliber of films that have been being released. And then I saw Avatar and Iron Man 2, and I realized that Inception was the exception. Honestly though, when I got to see it in the theater, it really felt like a gift. A gift. I rarely have had the experience where I sit down in a movie and I'm just entranced by what's on the screen. Rarely does that happen. And then from it to be from beginning to end, and I have no other thoughts outside of what is happening on the screen, that rarely happens to me. Have you ever heard of that theory? It's called flow, where you're in a hyper sense of focus and you lose all sense of time and awareness of things around you, and all you can do is focus on the task at hand. Well, when I saw Inception, I experienced that, and the only thing I could focus on was Inception. That's how good it was. And if in the last decade or so you have not seen this movie, then, you know, you really need to get on the ball, because I don't care how you see it. It needs to go to the top of your list immediately. I don't care how you see it, because you need Inception in your life, for sure. Dreams within dreams. Anyways, Inception. Have you seen it? Do you love it? Of course you do. let me know in the comments below and tell me anything else you think is cool about the movie, or really anything else you want. And be sure to subscribe and get great content every single week.